like you don't know what goes on set, right? Especially at our level where it's independent, where we don't have assistants and people like constantly at our beck and call. Like, for example, especially if you can't afford a director of photography and you have to take over. Well, one shot, why does it look blurry? Well, because in that shot I didn't really see like properly, whatever. It's like it's quick to, of course, judge, you know what I mean? And obviously you don't want to completely derail your project. But I like what you said is that look at also who it's coming from. That's something my mother always taught me. Is it coming from someone that maybe, knows the field, knows what to look for, kind of understands? Or is it coming from like, John down the street that you grew up with since you were a kid and like is working at a factory? Do you know what I mean? Like, I learned that the hard way because that's the important thing is that I don't care what people think about me, but when it comes to my art, I get personal because I'm too attached to it. And that's what I have to understand is that people are always going to have something to say. There are movies, there are classic movies, Godfather, Jaws, Django Unchained, all these movies, right? Like Schindler's List, that people I know will say, yeah, it was kind of shit. Yeah, it was kind of boring. Yeah, it's like, what? And then I realize is that there's no such thing as a perfect movie. Everyone's going to have an opinion about something. Everyone, whether they're in the industry or whether they're not. You just have to trust and that you did the best you could. And also the market will decide, right? If the majority of people enjoy it, that's all you care about. Of course, there's going to be people that are hateful because, yeah, they do genuinely not like it. Like for me, I wasn't a big fan of Interstellar, but you know what I mean? But that's my opinion. Who am I? But there are people that won't like Interstellar because, let's be honest, they're jealous. They want to make that movie and they can't. You know what I mean? So I think it's just for any creative, for any artist out there, listen to what Richard is saying is don't beat yourself up. Look to the things that you've accomplished. Look to the positivity that you have in your life. Be grateful for the things that you're creating and know that it's a long journey. You know what I mean? Like people get too caught up. Like I got to be famous by 18, 25. I know I was like that, but my buddy once said to me, he's like, would you rather be famous tomorrow and then live your whole like career or like, trying to compete or trying to become stay relevant? Or would you rather take that time for yourself, maybe another 10 years, develop your skill, develop your craft, build a solid, strong foundation, all your connections. So that way, if you do have a bad movie, you can bounce back because you know how to bounce back. You know what I mean, man? It's like, and I said, you're absolutely right. It's like, instead of becoming famous like next year or whatever, I'd rather become famous in like 10 years for my work, because I know in 10 years, I'll be even more, I'll be stronger and have the capability of dealing with whatever critiques or setbacks come my way.